been A1 since day one, never will I hate none. Stay solid, go hard, yeah, I go hard. Top uno by four, put your hard car. They can't stop me, protected by the light guard. I'm a legend, living the living legend supreme. I'm a legend, living the living legend supreme. I'm a legend, living the living legend supreme.
Presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda, W7, Wisconsin's leader in girls high school sports, presents Germantown basketball tonight. The Warhawks host the Cardinals of Fond du Lac with Dave Beasley, Sarah Nassif, Gary Whipperman, Ahmed Rawi. Gary, it's playoff Saturday. It's got a whole different feel. We got a sectional final here. Everything feels a little different, a little tighter, and a little more tension in the air.
It's the best time of year, and it's the worst time of the year. The best time of the year because you really start seeing just really amazing basketball. The worst time because you're going to start saying goodbye to kids. And to me, that's the hardest part, and I know it is for a lot of the coaches and the families. Sadly, there's a group of girls tonight that will play their last game of the season here.
Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Jolly Good Soda. First introduced to Wisconsin in 1966, Jolly Good Soda quickly became a cornerstone beverage for get-togethers, cookouts, and more. Today, Jolly Good Soda is widely known for its bold flavors and enjoyed both local Wisconsin residents and others all over the U.S., including our great viewers in W7 Nation. Well, let's start with Fondy. They're coming in feeling pretty good about themselves. They got a big win over Kaukauna, but I think the most important part about Fondy is they play in the Fox Valley.
I talked to Coach Jolling before the game tonight, and I asked him kind of the mindset of the team. He said, you know what, we're not intimidated. He said, we play in the Fox Valley. He said, I was told today, hey, you got to play against a UConn commit. He said, I've done that twice already this year. He said, our kids, they respect Germantown, of course, but they're not intimidated by them. And we're here to win this game. We're not here to play. Right. We're here to win.
On the flip side of that, we had playoff Lucy last night, and she was a difference maker.
We did. Last night, Lucy came in and came out with 11 points and 5 blocks, and that's just the tip of what we're going to see from playoff Lucy, and quite frankly, we're going to see even more from her tonight. And looking at this Germantown team as a whole, they're coming into tonight's game with their heads held high. They had that great win here last night, and here we are 24 hours later, and this team has been in preparation for this Fond du Lac team. They did not want to overlook the game last night, of course, but starting Monday, Stuvie was preparing these girls to face Fond du Lac. They know Fond du Lac is a great offensive team, and they're here to combat it with what we know is a strong Germantown defense.
The top girls basketball teams in the state will be assembled at the 47th WIAA State Girls Basketball Tournament, which runs March 9th through the 11th at the Resch Center in Green Bay. Take part in the true magic of March by accessing the WIAA website and clicking on the tickets link at the top of the page to order your State Girls Basketball Tournament tickets now at WIAAWI.org. Sarah's going to be on the score sheets tonight. She's going to be all over the state looking for games, trying to give you updates throughout. We hope to bring you what should be a pretty good game. We are excited for this one. This is one we've talked about, Gary, for a couple weeks now, looking at everything, breaking down. This was a game that, we circled. We kind of figured everybody how this would play out, and getting to this point, this is a game we feel is going to be a lot closer than most people see it, other than this 8-1 matchup.
When the brackets came out, you and I both looked ahead at the second round and said, this could be a really interesting game. This could be a possible tripping point for Germantown. Just because, again, they do play in the Fox Valley, that they being Fond du Lac. They have played the best of the best. They're not going to see anything new tonight. They're going to have their challenges. I mean, right. They have probably been seeing the pressure that Germantown applies, in the conference. So that's going to be a challenge for them for sure. But I'm expecting a competitive, good game tonight. Talking to Coach Jolling before the game, I said, you guys remind me a lot of that Grafton team. I mean, you win these games and have these high highs, then you lose games that I'm like, how would you lose that? And it's the lowest of the low. And he said, you know what? Every day in practice and every day in games, I'd say, I don't know which group we're going to get tonight. And he said the same thing. He's like, I don't know what group we're getting tonight. He said, but what I didn't tell the kids was this. If you don't feel like we can win, do not get on the bus today.
on the flip side, when you talk about Germantown, there's no such thing as a trap game in the playoffs. But it's hard not to look ahead to Thursday at a potential matchup against Coach Vinny Daniels in Hartford, former assistant coach Vinny Daniels here at Germantown.
Yeah, and that's tough. I mean, even to this day, me and my classmates had Vinny as a teacher, so it's still hard not to overlook that. But I think Germantown just has to go into tonight. And again, Fond du Lac brings new competition that this Germantown team hasn't seen, but that's also what Stuvie has been preparing his Warhawks for. I mean, we look at Germantown's non-conference schedule. They've played Arrowhead. They have played some of the best teams outside of the GMC. And so they have spent all season preparing for teams in the playoffs that are going to bring this good competition. And after they get into tonight, they're looking to play Hartford in that sectional semifinal.
Absolutely. Everybody out there, feel free to send us your comments. You see a score come across that we haven't talked about, send it to us. We'll put it on air, talk about all the games throughout the state. As Gary said, half the teams are going home tonight. A lot of seniors' nights are coming to a close. And that's the unfortunate part of playoff basketball. And in the end, only one team can hoist the gold ball. We're just about set. Warhawk basketball here in 2023 WIAA Girls Basketball Sectional Final.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
What's up, everybody? It's Pat Connaughton. On behalf of myself and my Pat Connaughton Foundation, we want to thank you for tuning in. I started my foundation back in 2016 with the goal of creating access to athletics for the next generation of student athlete, especially in underserved communities. We do this through courts, clinics, and character. We've seen that kids who build habits through sport, they learn those translatable life skills that we teach: hard work, teamwork, leadership, accountability, discipline. The list goes on. They set themselves up for success both on and off the court later on in life. We've been fortunate to impact tens of thousands of kids over the last 6 years, and we hope to continue to grow in those three areas: courts, clinics, and character, so that we can continue to impact kids throughout the state of Wisconsin and even globally. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And if you care to learn more, please visit our website, www.patconnaughtonfoundation.org.
W7's got it right, covering girls' high school sports all the time. 100% free, 100% live. W7 for the girls all day and night. W7 Productions, from golf, volleyball, it's girls' sports in Wisconsin. W7 Productions, basketball, softball, W7 for the
No. No.
anthem sung, lineups announced. Ball is just about set to be tipped. And at the conclusion of tonight's game, we will have a regional champion who will move on to play Thursday night. And the winner of this game will play either Hartford, the 4 seed, or 5 seed DSHA. Germantown wins the tip, and the Cardinals come out in a zone. Gaz, 3, no good. Manny on the floor right away. 19 seconds into this one, and J.C. Manny is on the floor. So we immediately get a tie-up, and we immediately see the full court pressure from Germantown. There's a trap in the corner. They get it up the sideline. Pull it back out and reset. Germantown faithful. Your number you want to watch for Fondy is 24, Brooke Butler. Brooke Butler coming in, averaging under 13 a game. Hit 43 threes on the year as KK gets rebound, goes coast to coast, drops the pass to Lucy.
Brad Lupke checking in. Grafton gets the upset over Beaver Dam. Congratulations, Coach D'Amato and the Blackhawks, ending Beaver Dam's long streak of regional championships.
3 on the way, no good. We're going to have another tie-up. Not really a surprise. You had talked about that in our show after the pairings came out. You said, you know, this isn't the same Beaver Dam team.
And it's an ultra-talented Grafton team.
It really is.
It's just a matter of, you know, them playing together, and when they do that, they're really hard to beat, and that happened today.
Gaz, back up top. KK lets it go. Got it. Quickly, 5-0 Germantown. And now a turnover. And that's one thing they cannot do is have the unforced turnovers. And I know our cameras didn't see it, but the coach, Coach Jolling's face, he stayed stoic, and then he just closed his eyes.
Yep.
KK goes baseline, kicks it out. Danica lets it go. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Butler. So turnover, no points from it though. So you just play on. Germantown showing a 1-3-1 defense. Manny gets a deflection, ends up in the hands of Butler. Kick it to the corner, drive baseline, flip up, and they're gonna get a foul. Good ball movement. And in the end, Brooklyn Wood attacks and will go to the line. Again, send us your comments. Keep an eye online. Let us know any games you see. Keep everybody up to date across the state. As Fondy is on the board. And there's the official free throw made sound. The Fun Maker, 2 for 2. And those are pure. It says 60.5, but I see 100%. Another drive and kick out. Gaz. We're going to get a foul. A little over aggressive on the block out. And they got Brooklyn Butler.
Hey, if you're not already, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button on YouTube and click the little bell. You get notified every time we go live. Over 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Join them. Hit the subscribe button now.
KK a little sloppy. Just kind of caught it and just started walking with it. And now Gaz comes away with a steal. Up to Leininger, layup, good. Great play by Danica and a great pass. And now Manny gets a tie up. It's going to stay down here. Nope. It does go the other way. We did have the tie up on the other end. We got to like the tempo if you're a Germantown fan.
We do. I mean, Germantown's doing a lot of what we saw last night, starting off strong offensively.
Which was not something, that's not something they did a year ago.
No.
18-foot jumper, no good. Lucy Skies for the rebound.
And that's what, with this year's team specifically, is going to be crucial for them in the playoffs and as they go further and further into this bracket.
Manny, 3 on the way, good! Timeout on the floor. 10-2 early on. You're watching W7.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
When you're faced with a challenge, how you respond determines the real winners. Rural Mutual believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Go to ruralmutual.com/WIAA. Right out of the timeout, another turnover.
Fond du Lac looks a little nervous to start here. They look a little.
I think rushed is the word. I don't know if it's nervous as much. Maybe it's nervous and rushed, and you put that together, you just. Germantown looks like Germantown, and there's a turnover. I mean, they're going to get you. They're trying to get you out of your rhythm, and so far, so good.
Here's that pressure.
And Manny.
It's caused problems so far. Chasey is so fast.
Road producer giving us a thumbs up. Thanks, Coach Dwyer. Again, reach out, let us know.
Reggie Allen checking in. Get him G-Town, he says.
Just under 15 left in the half. Butler, catch and finish.
Nice feed.
Brooke got ahead of Lucy and a great feed. She was able to catch and finish, and it's 10-4. KK, top of the key. Surveys, kicks it out. Manny lets it go. No good. Oh, hello. That was just two players going for the rebound. They're going to get Yakush on the foul.
Worse than what it was. I mean, it sounded bad. Okay, it's bad.
I think it might have been the fear factor of it. I think it was an elbow, the elbows that hit, but nonetheless, that is frightening when you are falling free like that.
And we saw that just here last night.
Right. We'll take a timeout. You're watching W7.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Rachel Zimmerman was the player that went down hard. She did get up and walk off on her own. And during that break, put the ball in play, and immediately Germantown creates a turnover.
Rachel, one of the 6 seniors for the Cardinals.
Speaking of Rachel Murphy, who took the fall last night for Germantown in the game. KK kicks it out to Berge. Now we're going to get a foul. Reese Berge and Rachel Murphy checking in for Germantown. They will play 10 to 12, especially in the first half as the game goes along. Here's Pliska. She's checking in, giving Danica a break, but they will go about 10-12, and then as the game goes along, that gets a little tighter. But they want to keep those fresh legs coming at you.
And what better set of fresh legs than Reese Berge? I mean, the element of speed that she brings to the Germantown's just threat of defense is so vital for this team. And not only that, she's a junior. Germantown's got her. Suvi's got her one more year.
Reese isn't shy. She and Manny just throw themselves around. Small in stature only. Shot inside, no good. Battle for the rebound. Saved. Gonna go out of bounds. Gonna be Germantown basketball. 13-27, 10-4 our score. You know, these are two teams that come in averaging 77 and 62 points. Germantown averaging the 77. Playoff basketball, you don't usually get to that number once you move along.
No.
KK's shot partially blocked. Thus, it was blocked. Treptow came away with it. And the Cardinals have a chance to cut into this lead. Now they turn it over. They're 5th early on. Lucy across the timeline.
And we've seen the differences in the scoring from last night's game to even where we are today. I mean, 5 minutes in, score's only 10-4. Last night that wasn't the case. Germantown, with even 3 minutes in, had about 20 points on the board. So
I feel like Fondy's has weathered this first storm here.
I think you're right. If they can manage the turnovers, they've got 5 early on. now 6.
Okay, you can't keep doing that and expect to win.
Leininger comes away with it, gets it to Berge. Reese, great pass, inside, reverse layup, Murphy, no good. And then she commits the foul. Great reverse, just unable to finish.
This is going to be a physical game. You can see that on both ends. It's a lot of bodies on the floor here in the first 5 or 6 minutes of this game.
It's playoff basketball.
And the score is still 10-4. I mean, nobody's scoring. And if you're Germantown, as this goes along, you got to feel a little nervous. And then, of course, if you're Fond du Lac, you get a lot more confident as they cut the lead in half. Brooklyn Wood knocking down the 3. Her 36th of the season.
Mike Tronston said that today with Grafton and Beaver Dam. I was listening to Daily Dodge, listening to that game, and he said, the deeper this game goes, the way it is, the more Grafton starts to believe they're going to win.
And that's exactly what happened.
And I think part of Germantown is you got to beat the mystique too, not just the team. And the way to do that is to hang with them. And the further it gets along, that mystique starts breaking down.
10-7 as we approach 12 minutes. Going to get another hand check foul. I mean, this isn't the first time we've said this, but KK is causing problems right now, and she's just too quick for Fondy. And instead of moving their feet, they're reaching in as she's getting by them, and they're up to 4 team fouls now. Pliska swings it into the corner. Berge back up top. KK's got it, top of the key. Lucy thought about it. She skips it. Pliska lets it go. Got it!
Big
Josie knocks it down.
Big one for Josie.
KK steal. Can she track it down? She can. It's going to go down just as a deflection. Nearly had it.
She wanted it too. She's walking away, shaking her head. She wanted that.
Well, she's playing with 9 fingers. 2 of them are taped together. So.
Ed Fondy doesn't know what to do with this speed right now in Germantown's defense.
And that was the one concern. That one thing we said that was going to cause problems. And there's another travel.
Credit that travel to Reese Berge.
You almost said JC Manny. They're one and the same. And when they're both on the floor, the speed that they bring to the table, look out.
As Coach Ron Gavitsky used to call them, the Gnats.
The Gnats, exactly.
Well, and again, all week long, Stuvie and this Warhawk team has been focusing on that defense. Talking to the girls early this week, they were very well aware that this Fondy team could shoot, and they were preparing to combat that offense.
As we approach 11 minutes, 13-7, Germantown up. Skip it, left side, 3 on the way. Good.
She's getting hot.
Brooklyn Wood, she's got 8 points. And if you're Germantown, you've got to find her because she's got 8 of the 10. Murphy tries to split the defense, has it knocked out of bounds.
Brooklyn Wood only averaging 12 points per game, but already she's got 8, and I think she's going to surpass that mark. She's really been leading for the Cardinals here tonight.
She's shooting with a lot of confidence. You can see that catch and shoot the last 2 possessions.
One of the juniors for the Cardinals.
Berge hits a cutting Leininger. Shoot, turn, pass, KK, 3. Rattles around and out. Halfway down, which means it was halfway out too, and it comes out.
Nice job by Zimmerman boxing out and getting the rebound.
There's a trap.
Full court pressure.
Non-stop pressure.
84 feet.
And now a steal by Leininger. Gets it to Murphy. Murphy, again, splitting the defense. I think they're going to get a travel. Yep. I think Rachel's trying to do a little too much.
You know, it's funny you say that. I was talking to Coach Stubbe before the game, and I said, what's the message today? He said, sometimes, you try to do more than what you should. He said, we need to play within ourselves. He said, we also need girls to call for the ball when they're open. He said, sometimes you get the ball and you get laser focused on the basket and you don't see a teammate that's open. It's not selfish if you call for the ball.
And just like that, we're up to 9 team fouls in this game. As Murphy picks up her second, she just got up and immediately started walking to the bench. She knew she was coming out. Oh, wait for the referees. Both to wave on JC. JC was ready to dive on the floor, I think. .10:06 remaining. Germantown up 3.
Yeah, we're good.
Drive, kick into the corner. Another unforced error by the Cardinals. Ends up in the hands of Pliska. And she loses it. Great hustle play. Brooklyn Wood comes away with it.
How many turnovers for Fondy, Coach?
They were up to 9.
If you'd have told Coach Jolin you had 9 turnovers halfway through the first half and you're down 3, okay with that?
I think he would have said yes, but
I think so too,
because there's your focus. There's your focus point. Clean it up and you're right here.
Right.
Catch and shoot 3. Butler got it.
They can shoot from out there. You got to respect that long shot. Brooklyn Butler can hit those consistently.
We are tied.
I've been waiting to see Brooklyn play all year long. I'm so excited we got a chance to watch Fondy tonight because I've really wanted to watch Brooklyn Butler play basketball.
Well, and this was even what we talked about last night. Fondy, even though they have that 8 seed, it's going to be a closer game than what people are looking into tonight's game as. I mean, we talked about it last night. I mean, they were holding Bayport close, but this is just a different 8-seeded team. It's not the they come with a different element of skill.
Are the boys playing tonight, Sarah?
They're not. The boys finished their regular season this past week, and they are not slotted for their playoff game until next Thursday.
I'm surprised that there's not more of a Germantown presence here than what there is.
It's about what it was last night.
That's what I'm saying. I figured it'd be more.
KK misses the first free throw. Brooklyn Wood gets a well-deserved break.
And I almost wonder if part of that's not, well, this is the regionals, and, you know, we'll get there for a sectional game. You know what? Nothing's guaranteed.
No, it is not. KK hits the second, so a point for the possession.
Especially because when you look further down in the bracket, going into sectionals, the sites become neutral. So the students don't necessarily get the ease of going to their high school to go watch a game. I mean, we're thinking of having to go to Green Bay to start to watch these games. So you really should take advantage of games that are being played on your home court.
KK splits 3 defenders, and the ball hit 3 parts of the rim, but could not drop. It eventually gets deflected out of bounds. 14-13, Germantown with the lead.
Are the sectional semis neutral sites?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the last home game for the Germantown team.
Yes, it is. Last time these seniors step on this floor other than practice. KK catch and shoot 3, no good. Skying for the rebound, JC Manny.
As it stands, the winner of this game will go on to play the sectional semifinal at Green Bay Southwest.
Yakush offensive rebound, so getting extra chances. KK splits through the defense and finishes. 16-13, Germantown.
Fondy can do some things. They can turn the ball over and stay with it. They can't turn the ball over and not rebound and stay with Germantown. That will not happen. You can't do both of those things.
Catch and shoot 3, no good. Ball batted. Great offensive rebound. Butler, second chance opportunity, no good. And then a foul. Morgan Zangle, hustle play. Gets the extra chance. They're going to get a foul as Leininger checks back in for Berge. 8:06 remaining, Germantown up 3.
Kimberly 16, Hartford 11, first half.
Over at Homestead, Kimberly leads, or it's tied, 16-16.
Well, that was quick. That was a quick 5 points. That way I know.
16-15 here. Germantown up 1.
You know what, sir? When you want to do an update, just punch Ed right in the face. Then I'll know an update's coming. Ed, you good at that?
I can't do that.
Whatever my part is for the team.
Well, I mean, it'll just help me know.
That's why we put him in the middle,
That's right. That's why we put him in the middle. Bingo. And then when I'm ready to go to you, I'll just punch him in the face on the other side.
Right.
No problem. Butler, catch and shoot 3 is good!
That's 2 for Brooklyn.
And the Cardinals take the lead. Danica the answer? Nope. Offensive rebound. You had 2 Orhawks going for it. They bumped each other and the ball goes out of bounds. Germantown's pressure. They're hoping it just wears down Fondy, and in the end, they come away with the win. That's the thought process.
Fondy might be starting to figure it out a little bit now.
10 minutes in, they're starting to get a feel for this Germantown team.
Yeah, I think you're right, Sarah.
I think how Fondy comes out after halftime, having looked back on this first half and analyzing Germantown's defense and just their overall strategy of the game is going to be vital.
Well, I think the next 7 minutes, if you're Fondy, I mean, you want to stay within spitting distance. That's
Certainly.
the goal.
Well, a year ago, this Saturday night,
KK called on the travel.
that's her second one. A year ago this Saturday night, Hartford, the same situation. The 8 seed had a 29-28 halftime lead, and then halftime adjustments. Germantown pulled away in the second half, ended up winning by 25, and it's just been a travel fest. I mean, 11 turnovers for Fondy, 5 for Germantown. And I'd say of the 16, about 8 of them have been just traveling and unforced. But that's what happens when you start playing defenses that you haven't seen. You're not used to that rhythm.
Right.
Gaz hits Yakush, cutting. KK has it taken away, and then she gets it back, spins through everybody, and they call the foul. There's your highlight, your KK highlight. No points out of it, but nonetheless, the oohs and ahs of the crowd, you could hear them. A couple of subs for Germantown as Manny and Gaz go out. Lucy catches, attacks, shoots, no good. Berge, offensive rebound. Yakush on the ground. Flips it up to KK, who gets it to Leiniger. Pliszka pulls it out. 18-16, Fondy up. When you travel this far, you don't have much of a crowd. They're trying to get them going, but there's just not many people here for them.
Graham's on the rebound. That's what they call Sophie Legiel, the senior, Grams.
I said before the game it was going to be the battle between Grams versus the seventh-year senior, Amber Shepaloo.
Graham's on the three, got it! 21-16, Fondy up, 5:35 remaining.
It's a 9-0 Fondy run.
Berge shot way off the mark. Grams with the rebound.
And again, that's largely in part to Germantown's missed offensive opportunities.
Uh-oh, heat check.
Offensive rebound. Blocked by Leiniger. They're going to call a jump.
Great call. Great
Absolutely, just a perfect pin by Lucy.
And that's what we saw from her last night. I mean, 5 blocks came from Lucy in last night's game.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching W7.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
The Pat Connaughton Foundation exists to inspire and motivate young athletes to put their dreams into action, whatever their dreams may be. Captained by Milwaukee Bucks champion Pat Connaughton, the organization is focused on making a positive impact in the hearts, minds, and futures of young athletes by making the sport of basketball accessible to kids across the world. KK in the lane, draws a foul. She'll go shoot 2. So far, Fondy doing a real nice job collapsing anytime KK has the ball. Somebody's got to step up. It's been the MO for anybody that's played Germantown since KK stepped on this floor as a freshman. Somebody else has to step up. And thus far, there hasn't been that person quite yet. Lucy's got 4. Pliszka hit the 3.
That's 4 missed free throws for KK.
Nope.
Is that right?
Nope. That's only 2.
Or 2.
Yeah, she's 2 for 4 on the night.
Sorry, Kamara.
Back tap. That was Berge into the hands of KK. To the hoop. Draws a foul and misses the shot. The ball ended up in KK's hand, but that was just hustle back tap by Reese Berge. KK back to the line to shoot 2. Her pattern thus far is make the second after missing the first. Well, that pattern's gone as she hits the first. Gaz for Yakush. .452 remaining, first half. KK hits them both.
Broke that pattern. Came back 2 for 2.
Fondy still up 2. Referees in the crowd wanted to travel. Looked like she planted pretty well. Up top, Graham surveys the scene. And now you're getting a hand check. That's going to be Bergey's second, I believe. A lot of first half fouls. Now it's the first. Sophia's going to go to the line where she's just a tick under 75%. First one good.
You never get sick of that, do you?
No, I don't.
I don't think he ever will.
No. Sophia gets them both, and the 5'6" senior extends the lead.
Sarah was busting me about it when you weren't here. Like, where's the fun maker at?
Well.
I'm like, whoa.
Everybody's got a job to do.
It's not the same without it.
Leininger in the right corner, drives, kicks it. Bergey, shot fake, back to Leininger, up and good.
Great execution. Reese Bergey playing a really nice game tonight.
Pass nearly thrown away. Butler,
Somebody's open.
Grams.
Oh, Butler wide open in the lane. Didn't see her. Grams didn't have the bifocals on.
And KK gets fouled. KK commits the foul. And she's right. I mean, the referee behind the play made the call. The one that saw it did not. That's what her point was. Going to the line, Lily Cajo. 11 for 15 on the season. Hits the first. This is a team that shoots the free throws very well.
Yeah, 67.7% as a team.
You want to be 70% good for a team, so just under that as she hits 1 out of 2. But an offensive rebound.
Well, and even
Trepno.
just looking at the statistics, there is only one player on this team who is shooting from the free throw line that's under 50%.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Hustle rebound. But Hallie Trepto. Pass inside, deflected by Leininger. Grams gets it back, throws it up. We're going to get a foul, and bodies hit the floor. And they're going to walk.
Almost broke her hip on that one.
They're going to walk to the other end, and KK is going to shoot bonus free throws. 3:30 remaining, first half. Germantown down 3. Fond du Lac, as you said, Gary, they weathered that early storm. Germantown got out to that 10-2 lead. But since then, the shots have not been falling. First free throw, good. Second one, good. Butler crosses the timeline. Back out top. Sophie surveys the scene. Dribble handoff, coming back this way, right down the lane. Ball was square for a moment there. Zimmerman lost the handle, and now down the lane, layup good. Cajo finishes at the rim. Well, they're not going away.
No, and I think they're really starting to get a feel for Germantown's defense.
Gaz, 3, got it! Danica needed that. And we're even at 26. And a travel. I will say this is very similar to last year's game. That regional final. The whole Germantown bench is up. And I think you might get a, there it is. I was going to say you might get the
You knew that was coming.
Yeah, that stoppage of play might be for sitting. Yeah, you got to sit, ladies.
Too much Benergy.
I always call him
right.
John Randall. He reminds me of John Randall for the Minnesota
Yeah, he
Vikings.
does.
Yeah, I see
6-footer
that.
for
I see that.
life.
Plisko, 3.
Now that's
No
gonna be one of
good?
those things you can't unsee.
Right? I know. I'm
Every
waiting for him
time.
to get a little Favre jersey out and start.
Right.
Uh-oh.
And they got Brooke Butler. I thought it was a great block out. Instead, they call the foul on Leininger. So Lucy's going to go to the line.
The foul's not on Leininger.
No, she was fouled. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean,
Butler against Leininger. Is that what you're saying?
I am.
Okay.
Didn't come out the way I wanted it
That's
to,
all right.
but nonetheless, Lucy's going to the
I
line.
misunderstood it, so.
She hits back iron. This is Lucy's. This is her kryptonite.
Yeah.
I mean, 52% on the season. 1 out of 2, so right on average.
And this
Germantown regains the lead.
It was the same case for Lucy last year, but coming into the playoffs, she has been working on this her entire
Always.
high school career, that free throw line.
And sometimes it's just a mental thing.
And it is, especially in a game like this. It's close, it's playoffs, a lot on the line.
14 turnovers now for the Cardinals.
Gosh, that's a lot.
Pliska swings it to Lucy. Gaz, corner 3, got it again. Once she gets one, look out.
We talked about how Germantown needs to look for this leader outside of KK, and I think Danica Gaz is stepping up and showing to be that leader tonight.
She missed those first 3-pointers. Now she gets a deflection. Ends up in the hands up top to Grams. Off the mark. KK comes away with it. Across the timeline. Crosses everybody, and they're going to get a travel. 6 turnovers. Boy, Dave didn't like that call. He hit the back screen. Dave doesn't like the call, Dave being Dave Beasley. Photog extraordinaire for W7.
Social media extraordinaire also.
Yeah, right. He's
killing
taken
on
over, and
social.
he is really. And there's another travel, man. These, I don't know if it's the defenses or the players trying to do too much, combination, but it's been a pretty sloppy game so far.
And I'm sure going into the half, both of these coaches are going to bring that up in their team discussions.
You know, Coach Jolling is like, if we didn't have 16 turnovers, where would we be right now?
Morgan Zangle checking in for the Cardinals.
Speaking of Morgan, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Morgan Wallendahl. I'm not sure if Morgan's here tonight or watching online, but graduate of Fondy and a good buddy of ours. So Morgan, hope you're doing well, kiddo.
Danica, 3, got it!
I'm telling you, Danica Gaz is going to be making a statement in tonight's game.
Shoot, and she keeps shooting it, and right now she's making it. 3 in a row for Danica.
It does run in the family. I knew her older brother Hunter, and he was a shooter just as well. So something about the Gaz household.
11 points in a row for Germantown right now. Fondy is struggling offensively.
Gaz comes away with the rebound. Gets it to KK. Down the lane. Splits everybody and missed it.
Nobody madder about that than KK.
No.
Treptow with the rebound. As we're at 30 seconds. As we approach 30 seconds left here in the first half. Germantown's lead up to 7. Drive, blocked! Reese Berge! She came flying across. Get it to Gaz. Heat check. Got it!
There's 4.
Danica on fire! And the Warhawks lead by 10.
Just a sophomore.
3, 2, Graham sees it now. Lets it go.
There's that Germantown energy. Can't hold him back now.
What a way to close the half. Danica Gaz. 4 straight threes, and Germantown takes a 10-point lead into halftime. You're watching W7. It's basketball at its finest. 2023 Regional Finals.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Game's over.
Jump ball on the. That almost looked like a. Oh, here comes more take. Supergirl with the finish. Uh-oh.
Where is she?
Supergirl, we need you. The basketball is stuck. Anna Mortag. Oh, Ellie Zagel.
Okay.
Ellie Zagel.
She just drew
Well,
some oohs and ahs from the crowd.
What's up, everybody? It's Pat Connaughton. On behalf of myself and my Pat Connaughton Foundation, we want to thank you for tuning in. I started my foundation back in 2016 with the goal of creating access to athletics for the next generation of student athlete, especially in underserved communities. We do this through courts, clinics, and character. We've seen that kids who build habits through sport, they learn those translatable life skills that we teach: hard work, teamwork, leadership, accountability, discipline. The list goes on. They set themselves up for success both on and off the court later on in life. We've been fortunate to impact tens of thousands of kids over the last 6 years, and we hope to continue to grow in those three areas: courts, clinics, and character, so that we can continue to impact kids throughout the state of Wisconsin and even globally. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And if you care to learn more, please visit our website, www.patconnaughtonfoundation.org. The inception of my foundation started with clinics. I went to clinics growing up as a kid, learned how to shoot, dribble, pass. What we try to do at the PCF with our clinics is make sure that we teach that next level of skills and habits that translate far beyond the court. The hard work, the teamwork, the discipline, working together with their teammates who they just met, having fun while going through adversity. For me, it's some of the things that I enjoy most on a yearly basis is being a part of those clinics, being able to see a kid walk in on day 1 and walk out on day 3, having some friends that they've made for life. Those moments, I think, are what are really going to inspire these kids to be able to go on and accomplish things, whether it's on the court or off the court. To learn more about our clinics or to take part in our clinic, whether it's Wisconsin or Massachusetts, be sure to visit our website, www.patconnaughtonfoundation.org/events.
Halftime at Germantown High School, the Warhawks. Thanks to a 4-possession in a row, 3 made, Danica Gaz hold a 10-point lead over the Cardinals of Fondy. Fondy was right there, Gary. I mean, despite the 15 turnovers, they were right there. And all of a sudden, Danica got hot.
You know, it's funny, we talked about it with about 7 minutes left in the first half. We said if Fondy can go into the break with the number of turnovers that they have and be down single digits, they got to really like their spot. And then Danica Gaz shows up and nails 2 big threes in the last 90 seconds of the first half. And all of a sudden, that single-digit lead is 10 points. That's where we stand, 36-26. This
is a team that can shoot it. Germantown, they shoot their fair share, but let's flip it over to the other side. Do not discount Fondy. They made 188 threes on the season. They are not shy about shooting them. They will continue to shoot them, and we saw that. But what we saw early on was Brooklyn Wood get hot, and then all of a sudden we didn't hear Brooklyn's name mentioned the rest of the half. You got to believe that's going to change coming back out of this halftime.
Well, I go back to what Sarah said in the first half, and she said, you know, what's going to be interesting is the adjustments that Fond du Lac makes at the half. If they can be competitive in this game and come back after the break and make the adjustments, this could be a very interesting second half. I think she's right on.
You're going to cue the music. Sarah's going to give us some updates. We got state scores coming in. Keep sending them. Send your comments to Gary. He loves reading them. Any scores, send them. Sarah loves reading them.
Starting on this side of the sectional, of course, what concerns these two teams that we have here. Hartford leads Hartford leads DSHA at the half, 24-21. Now on the other half of the sectional, Homestead and Kimberly are tied at the half, 28-28. And then Kaukauna and Menominee Falls, the stream has yet to be updated, but with 4 minutes left in the first half, Kaukauna was leading Menominee Falls 27-17.
Surprised by any of those?
Certainly Kimberly Homestead.
That'd be the one.
But at the same time, they're still sophomores. I mean,
they're sophomores, and Kimberly plays a very difficult schedule, so they're not going to be intimidated.
Right.
Very similar to this Fondy team.
Yeah, I mean, they could be a little rattled here, Homestead. I mean, you know, this isn't the North Shore. Again, not a dig at the North Shore by any means, but you play out of conference and playing, you know, an opponent you haven't seen all year. It's going to be a little bit different for this Homestead team.
And to your point, they are sophomores. They haven't been in this position where they are expected to succeed. You're a 2 seed, and all of a sudden they're finding a Kimberly team is battling them. You never know what's going to happen. We are set here as they put the ball in play. Germantown up 10. Keep those comments and scores coming.
Well, we got a question here from one of our fans that said, is Grams a nickname for Sophia, 0 for Fondy? It's actually a nickname that her teammates gave her because she's a senior and there's a lot of younger kids on the team, so they call her Grandma or Grams. So we've been going with Grams for the game today.
And
so,
it's been great.
That is a nickname for Sophia Langill.
Nearly has it stolen. Instead they cross. Left side. Now Leininger creates the havoc on defense. Kick it into the corner. Swing it from right to left. 3 on the way from Butler. No good. KK rebounds.
Needed that one if you're Fondy. Look out.
Gaz again. Unbelievable! 5 in a row for Danica.
Have a game, Danica Gaz. Have a game.
Well, we said somebody's got to step up at about the 9-minute mark, and, well, somebody stepped up.
And no pun intended with the Cardinals, but that's the wild card right there tonight has been Danica Gaz offensively.
And what's so great about this Germantown team is that regardless of the class, whether you're a senior or a sophomore, someone is going to step up for this team outside of KK. And someone is going to step up from this Germantown squad, whether they're from the second half of the bench, whether they're a sophomore, whether they're a freshman. They are going to make a statement for Germantown. It's not always the upperclassmen.
Danica's she led the team in threes made, so we should say that. But this, 6 in a row?
Heat check.
You bet!
Doesn't get better than that.
Feeder! That was about 3 feet behind. That might have been at the volleyball line. And now an offensive foul.
This half could not have started worse for Fondy than where we are right now.
Well, and that's something about the second half is not only is it after coming back, I mean, Germantown also had the ability to analyze Fond du Lac and make their own adjustments. So it's really about who has made the biggest adjustment in this second half to turn around and come away with a regional play.
And this is Stubby the Riverboat Gambler, right? He's gonna ride the hot hand.
And
the
she
hot hand is wearing number 24.
She finally misses one.
I don't know, a streak of 6 is pretty good.
That is pretty all right. I was ready to get up and start cheering. Another offensive.
charge.
I think if you're Fondy, you might want to take a timeout, just kind of corral the troops here because it's really starting to slip through the hands.
Coach Jolling is beside himself right now.
As upset as he can be. I mean, he's just walking up and down the sidelines, but he is not a happy man right now.
Oh, he was letting them have it right before we went on the camera. I mean, he is.
And now you got a bench warning.
Really upset.
There you go, bench warning.
Don't mess with John Randall, I'm telling you. The dude sacked Favre like 9 million times.
Wow, you know, we're talking about Danica. Stick around for the PCF player of the game at the conclusion of this one.
Great.
Danica and KK playing catch. Now they're recognizing Danica. Now you should have somebody open. It's Manny attacking, shot, no good as Brooke Butler comes away with the rebound. Drive down the lane. They're gonna get Manny. Ooh.
Our buddy Brian Schlief from Fond du Lac softball checking in. Coach, almost that time again.
JC's gonna have to sit. She's got 3. But before that happens, going to the line, Grams hits the first. You know, but that's a smart move right there. When you get a bench warning, attack, make the referees make a call, and they did. And they got to the line and get 2 points out of it. They needed that.
Now there's no 14-point shot, so it's one possession at a time for Fondy.
But it's got to start on this end. Inside out, Berge, jumper, no good. KK offensive
right
rebound,
there.
put back, good.
Kids, if you're watching at home, that's what a baller does. Chases down the ball on the weak side rebound. KK was in full sprint on that ball.
You keep
The
playing.
shot was going.
You keep playing, and now they keep attacking. Again, make the referee make the call. They do.
There's just as much steak as there is sizzle with KK Arnold. I'll tell you that right now. I get tired of hearing it as well. She's just all fancy. You know, that kid plays hard and plays great basketball.
And when she's not playing hard, she is practicing hard. I don't know a single girl who puts in more effort and more time into this game than KK Arnold.
UConn, you're getting the best this state has to offer.
Turnover. Ends up in the hands. Now with KK, she drives through
that.
everybody, flips it up and in.
Well, you feel like the wind has just been hit out of the sails for Fondy.
And now you're gonna get another foul on the floor.
You know, this is Mike Tyson's theme. You know, everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the mouth.
Exactly. Hit the music, Gary.
Pewaukee is regional final champions as they defeat New Berlin Eisenhower 53-33. Pewaukee, the Pirates again, a team that is certainly a W7 favorite.
Ball batted around, ends up in Butler's hands. Overshot it, now Lucy rips it away. Lucy was mad she didn't get the first time, now she turns it over. And now another foul. Getting a little chippy, I think you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Now you said physical, now it's getting chippy.
It's getting chippy now. Well, Lucy doesn't know any other way.
That
That should just be her nickname, is Chippy.
Send us the scores if you got them.
By the way, these shots you're getting only available on W7. I mean, you're getting to see the players up close and
KK with a steal. Layup, good. Gary hit the music.
Congratulating another regional champion as number 2 seeded Cedarburg defeats number 3 Watertown 44-34.
3 on the way is good. Lily Cajo knocks it down. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching W7.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Now it does have boys in there too. 48-31 our score here as we play the regional final at Germantown High School. The winner will take on the winner of the 4-5 game of Hartford and DSHA. Right here, it's been Germantown. Danica Goss got hot. She didn't stop, and then the Germantown defense took over, and they have upped the lead to 17.
And I'm sure Germantown is much more comfortable with the lead that they have right now than they did coming out of the half. But certainly, Fondy is a team that tested Germantown in this first half. They have to be relentless. Germantown has to keep scoring. They cannot miss offensive opportunities, and they need to keep going for the remaining
KK splits
minutes.
Everybody, layup good. And now she's starting to take over.
I don't think KK is going to slow down.
No.
She's up to 19. The lead's up to 19.
Good no call.
Yep.
Well, and if there's one thing that just continues to make KK a great athlete, it's just her ability to make adjustments just within halftime. I mean, going based on the first half, she's able to make adjustments so quick, both in, and she can just recognize what she needs to fix so early on, and then just come out and do a complete 180 and have almost perfected almost those weaknesses from the first half in the second half. It's truly remarkable.
And she learns where to attack, and she's attacked the rim here in the second half.
Rachel Murphy committing the foul. That's her third. Taken away by Lucy.
Too easy for Luce.
To the hoop. Blocked. KK follow-up. Off. Gaz offensive rebound. Have a night.
Why not?
Gaz is doing it again, every which way.
Danica cleans up the mess, and with 13 minutes remaining, Germantown has its largest lead of 21. And now a foul on KK.
Ed, you really thought when Fondy weathered that first storm that they were going to be able to hang with this G-Town team, and then Danica Gaz just came in and
she just got hot.
Just one after another, just raining them in.
And quite frankly, no one is going to put out her flame.
KK
Take it away. Look out behind. Nope. She gets it up ahead. Murphy lost it. Spins into traffic. Going to get a tie up. Oh, wait.
And we give another congratulations to the girls over at Tosa East as they are regional champions over Wisconsin Lutheran.
No score, but Coach Dwyer sent it in our way. Confirmed.
A lot of teams moving on and a lot of teams going home today.
Yakush. Off the mark. Grams comes away with it. Crosses the timeline, up ahead.
Grams, that's the greatest
It
name.
is. Hope she enjoys it as much as we do. As Lucy gets a block, ends up in the hands of Yakush. KK splits down the lane, scores.
DSHA leads Hartford 41-31 with about 11 minutes left in the second half.
Upset alert. The Orioles in trouble.
Good! 3 for Rachel Zimmerman.
Ed Rowie called it.
Before the brackets even came out, I
like
said.
it. I like it. I like it.
Yakush the answer? No.
Ain't over yet, though. Casey Crotch may have something to say about that, and McKenna Christian.
Oh, I know Casey real well.
Yeah.
That girl's a fighter.
Yes, she is.
Little 15-footer, no good.
She just committed to Carroll for women's basketball, as did Bella Striker from Beaver Dam, announced that this morning.
KK gets bumped. She had a great feed to Lucy, too. It was great to see that she's going to commit and stay here and play with Coach Schultz and a couple of Warhawk alum. But why do they keep putting them in 22?
Natalie Paulskill just did have something to say about it.
Yeah, she did.
Paulskill came over here and
In the
we were
house.
giving her a hard time. Like, I guess you're giving up number 22. She's like, that's all we recruit are 22s. Me, Emily Wisner, now A striker.
She's not going to give it up, though. She likes the number way too much.
No chance.
KK right wing. As we approach 11 minutes left, KK pull up. Rattles around and down.
Rashawn Litza gave us the update. Tosa East won 58-49 over Wisconsin Lutheran. Thank you, Rashawn.
Thank you. Drive, kick, 3, no good. Ends up in Butler's hands. Look at Yakush get on the ground. Butler comes away with it. And they're going to get a foul on Pliska.
Also, our buddy Dwayne Disson checking in. Homestead leading Kimberly 41-37.
Hanging in there. Kimberly's not going away. And that's the 7-2 matchup, correct?
Yes, that's huge.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching W7 live from Germantown High School.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Milk has been building champions for centuries. Why? Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores post-game muscle for athletes like few other beverages. That's why pro players know they're going to need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at gonnaneedmilk.com. Brought to you by the dairy farmers of Wisconsin. 10:46 remaining in this one. Germantown up 22. Walking to the line, number 2, Hallie Treptow. You know, this Gary is, we hit the first, as Hallie hits the first, Gary hits the music, but Germantown's in foul trouble, and there's one way you can get back into this. Let's go to the line, and we already talked about how well they make them. You could keep chipping away with the clock stopped. As Hallie hits them both. Manny back in for Germantown. She's been in foul trouble tonight. Great pass to Yakush.
Great pass from J.C. Manny.
Madeline gets fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And this morning, Dave posted a photo on Instagram about J.C. being the bowling ball and all the players being the pins. And her mom said, you know, poor J.C., my kid's the bowling ball. I said, you know what? Your kid would have it no other way.
She has to be the bowling ball.
She is the bowling ball, man.
But again, just as we saw last night, she might be on the ground fighting for the ball at times. But again, you give her the chance and she'll jump 2 feet in the air.
Absolutely. Love that kid.
Yakush, 1 out of 2. Germantown up 21. Here in the regional final. Winner playing Hartford or DSHA. Yakush stepping into the lane, comes away with a steal.
On the other W7 network, Notre Dame and Menasha, Connor Du Bois on the call, and Dominic D'Angelo.
KK gets her offensive rebound, and she'll go to shoot 2. Someone stepped in front of that freight train to shoot, to take a charge.
23, that's Morgan Zangle.
It's a lot of guts to do that. She got up a little slowly, but she's staying out there.
I'd be in the hospital by now. They'd be calling
I'd be making the business decision to step aside.
They'd be calling the paramedics.
KK hits the first free throw.
They'd be saying, call it.
DOA. KK hits them both. 15 second half points for KK. She's up to 26. And the lead is really big. Catch and shoot three. Butler, no good. Manny, rebound. Lost it. She couldn't quite gather it. And a nice back tap ends up in the hands of Brooke Butler. BB comes away with it. Gary said that's what they call her.
We got the whole scoop in pregame.
We did. I got to sit down with Coach Jolling a little bit and talk about the assistant coaches.
BB's, yeah, that's nice. It's good, but it ain't Grams.
It ain't Grams. Nothing tops Grams.
So if we hope you enjoy it. First free throw, good. So again, Fond du Lac has a chance to keep chipping away. They're going to have to, but they're going to have to also come up with stops. You can't trade baskets. First free throw, good.
Trinity Wallendahl checks in for Fondy.
KK, clear out.
Oh,
Floater, good.
That's not even fair.
And now we're going to get a delay of game warning, as when the ball fell through, I think KK caught it and flipped it to the person inbounding.
We're also going to get a she's unbelievable warning.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Well played. I throw compliments your way like manhole covers, but that was good.
Perfect.
Right side. Getting by. Blocked by Lucy. Grams to Butler. She stayed with the play. Did Grams. Great feed, and Brooke Butler is able to finish. Manny lets it go. Not the shot. You don't look around and then shoot. You either catch and shoot or put it on the deck and keep the ball moving. They forget about Lily. She just drives, kicks. Three on the way. No good. KK comes away with it. Pass fake. Reverse. No good. Manny on the floor. They're going to get a travel. Lily did come away with it and then roll over, which you cannot do. Good hustle play by Keijo, but turnover nonetheless. 8:37 remaining, 22-point lead for Germantown. Sarah scours the internet for more scores.
Scouring the internet, scouring my connections, trying to bring you guys all of the basketball scene here on this stream.
Danica, left side, drives, kicks. Yakush. KK, catch, shoot, three. No good.
Look who's checking in.
Right now I'm watching JC Manny keep a drive alive, and then Lucy come away with it, and then Yakush come away with it.
A lot of hands fighting for that ball.
Coach G. How are you, Coach? Hope you are doing very, very well. You are missed.
You are missed, my friend. I hope you're well, Coach.
Sorry, I had to watch JC come flying from one side of the lane to the other, get a hand on it just enough into Lucy's hands. She gets a shot off. She misses, gets it back. Eventually, Yakush to the line. And she knocks them both down. And the lead is 24 with 8 minutes remaining. Now Lucy, look at Lucy. It's playoff Lucy.
Lucy.
I mean, we didn't get a chance to see her game in and game out like we did the last two seasons. But she's always kind of stepped up a little bit. But, man, she has been a totally different player the last two nights.
And you can read it on her face. She comes so ready to attack each and every game, and especially in the playoffs. It's just she gives off a different type of aura that – to me, it's pretty threatening.
Well, she wants everybody to know she's a pretty darn good player, too.
As she is, that's for sure. I mean, she's a huge part of the reason why Germantown is successful as they are.
Catch, shoot, three on the way, short. Lucy comes away with it.
Where Germantown would be without Lucy is hard to say.
That is hard
and
to
you
say.
know, and nobody wants to find out if you're a Germantown fan or a Lucy fan, as us almost tripped up and said. KK, right, left, layup, good. She's special.
She is.
Just special. No other way. You know, Gary, as I sit here, I wonder, can we put our stuff at center court? Now that we're not going to do any more games here, can we do it over here?
What do you mean?
Our table.
Oh, set up at center court?
Well, that's where it used to be. Why not? KK rebound.
That's a good question.
I think we should. Oh, great pass. Gaz to Murphy. Layup. Good.
I don't see why we couldn't.
Because then we could see the scoreboard up here.
People see the back of our heads all night.
Well, they have to hear us. They get sick of that, too. I mean,
That's true.
No, Germantown loves W7.
they're probably not the back of our heads, though. Get those idiots out of the way.
Brookfield East 52, Hamilton 22. East will move on.
No surprise there with that lockdown defense. Again, this matchup I want, Kaukauna, Brookfield East. Leininger block, comes away with it. To the hoop, layup, good. Lucy Leininger. Trotting backward with a big smile on her face. The lead is up to 30 as we approach 6 minutes left in this one. Catch and shoot three on the way. No good. Offensive rebound. Second chance, nope. Another offensive rebound and a kick. Morgan Zangle hustling. And we're gonna have a slowdown, a timeout here as the referee ties his shoes.
And I think, for me, I was wondering, let's keep it here. I want to just talk about this a little bit. I was wondering tonight coming in, what are we going to see out of Germantown? What is this team really, really made of this year? Do they have what it takes? I think that has been an affirmative yes, based on what I've seen here tonight.
Well, it's what we've talked about all along, and everybody's talked about, again, since KK stepped on the floor, is who's going to be that second. And tonight it's been, Danica stepped up, and then you had that, the stretch for Danica, and then you have now from tip to now with, 6 minutes left, Lucy providing, she's that Robin to her Batman, but you need that. You
absolutely do.
But I think the other side of that is this is Germantown wearing you down. When you're talking about 22 turnovers against a really pretty good Fond du Lac team, and you can see how they had success throughout the season and knocked off Kaukauna, among others, in their 14 wins. But I think, to your point, Germantown does have what it takes to get back to state. It's the big question. We talked about it last night, Sarah. That game last year, that final game, watching those seniors have to say goodbye when they felt they were the better team, but they just left so much on the floor from the 48 hours prior. They just didn't have enough, and they ran out of steam.
Well, and what is unique about this Germantown team is a lot of the underclassmen experienced that loss last season. A lot of them have been able to get that playoff experience up into the sectional final game. So these underclassmen, they're not necessarily coming from JV play. They already have that deep playoff experience.
That's a great point.
That makes them already veterans. Mentally, physically, they know how to get deep enough in the playoffs to get to state and to play state-level basketball. And again, these are only sophomores, juniors, and even a few freshmen that we have here who are learning from that veteran mindset.
Great points.
And there's a lot of things that we could say about KK Arnold that everybody has already said and everybody knows. And if you're tired of hearing about it, I'm sorry, you're free to mute us, and I wouldn't take any offense. But
no, we promote it actually.
The one thing I love the most, if I had to pick one thing I love the most about KK, is KK is always in the moment.
She is.
KK, a lot of kids right now, Ed, especially with the scholarship offers, they're moving on mentally. They're looking at other things, or they're looking at the next sport. KK is
and that's
right
human
here.
nature, and it's understood.
KK is right here, right now, playing this game, not worrying about UConn, not worrying about next week. She's in the moment right now, and that's what I love about her the most.
Rachel Murphy, catch and shoot three, no good. Graham's another rebound. Her 7th. As we're under 5 minutes, the lead is 30. Germantown, barring the miracle of miracles, is going to move on. Still waiting to get some updates. DSHA and Hartford. Drive, kick, good ball movement, Fondy. Layup, Offensive foul. Rachel Murphy stands in there and takes it.
First one off the bench, the 7th-year senior.
Amber Sheffalu.
There she is.
Stick around.
Our
The Pat
buddy.
Connaughton Foundation Player of the Game coming up at the conclusion of this one. Well, we've got a couple of candidates. And right away, they said, all right, Amber, you're the first one up. Let's check her in.
Love it.
Finally, the showdown between Graham's
Graham.
7th-year senior. I've been waiting for this one.
Sarah's been excited about this all day.
Murphy, 3 on the way. Good. Murphy from Berge. And Germantown all set to empty the bench.
Okay, what's the over-under on the amount of seconds from when Amber Sheffalu gets in to she launches her first 3?
3 or shot?
3.
3. Speaking of, Grams knocks down a 3. Well, I think
shot. Okay, just go a shot.
The over-under on that,
30 seconds?
30 seconds. I was going to say 25, but yeah. Danica, catch and shoot. She didn't have it.
Look at her follower shot. From a 3, she got the had a part of the offensive rebound on a 3.
Well, she knew it was off. She didn't really catch it.
So what? That's just amazing.
Brooke Butler, catch and shoot. Got it. Butler knocks down the 3.
She's a special player. Didn't work out tonight, but she'll be back next year.
KK splits everybody. Hits back iron, and Brooke Butler comes away with it. BB comes away with the rebound. Oh, great pass. Wide open left hand layup. Good. Rachel Zimmerman. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them.
Nope, let's stay here right now.
Oh, scores.
1 minute left. Homestead 53, Kimberly 51.
And we cannot go live to it, just so you're aware. Hit the score button. You got it?
It's actually updated. Homestead leads Kimberly 54-53.
Wow.
With a minute and 8 seconds left to go in the first half.
Well,
So
we may not be able to hit the music. You just keep spitting the score. We got any other scores coming across? You keep watching that one, Sarah. I'll keep checking.
Kimberly just nailed a 2, 55-54.
Oh my gosh.
53 seconds left to go. Homestead's calling a timeout.
Sarah's watching that one live. Keep us posted, Sarah.
Will do.
I could give you the Colfax Cadet final, but I don't think there are going to be too many people tuning in for that are watching us that are going to even know where they are. Josie Pliska loses it.
Hortonville leads Marshfield 56-39 with 6 minutes left.
Going to have a turnover, layup, good. And Sheffalu has yet to get up a shot, but she's got the ball. First time she's touched it. Nearly loses it, gets it back. She will not get it up in under 25 seconds. Bradigan drive.
If you had the over, congratulations, you won.
Well, and if we're worried about who Germantown is going to be taking on next week,
Which we are kind of worried about it.
Yeah.
DSHA is up 64-55 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second half.
That game's over. DSHA is going to get the upset.
Allison Miller with a great
I will
rebound.
have the final score approaching shortly, but I think we
Germantown's going to play
know
DSHA.
for the 3rd time this year. So it'll be interesting to see how these two
DSHA will get their second appearance on W7 this year. Their first game and maybe their last game. Maybe. I said maybe.
Left hand. Oh, left it short.
And that one is slotted.
That's
as we know for right now,
Camille Cook.
for next Thursday up at Green Bay
They'll
Southwest.
move that.
Yes.
They'll move it closer.
That's a tough
let
one
it
on
fly.
a Thursday night.
Where would you play that?
Come on, Ava, you got to shoot that. Where could you shoot that?
Well,
or shoot
if
that?
Hartford goes
play to
out, would that
Hartford.
be
Great
play to
point.
a
Hartford.
Yep.
possible site?
Yeah.
We're
That's the greatest
one-
Wi-Fi in the world.
No. Well, we'll try to do better. And there's Sheffalu getting. She got her shot up, left it short as Fondy empties the bench.
They get a standing ovation
As they
over in
should.
their section.
Great season for these girls. They played their hearts out. You know what? I really love what Coach Jolling is doing at Fondy. We're going to come see them next year.
Applauding all 6 of those seniors.
Here are the seniors for Fond du Lac. Grams, Sophie Langiel, Trinity Wallendahl, Hallie Treptow, Rachel Zimmerman, Camille Cook, and Declacia Hall. Those are your Fondy seniors. Congratulations, ladies. Best of luck to you all. Welcome to the W7 Forever family.
Allison Miller, she comes out firing.
That ball didn't even go in, and Reese Berge wanted it so bad for her teammates.
Saw her
she was jumping up,
yeah, when it started hitting the
those
rim.
Arms.
Drive, shot, gonna go to the line. Aaliyah Abier. .75% on the season, 3 for 4. Let's hit these. Gets the first. Hit this one, finish comfortable 83% on the season from the line. That'd be all right.
It's all right.
And she does. Atta girl. The junior will be back next year. She gets to take 2 points with her. Bradigan drives. Has it taken away. 2 points. She's coming back for more. 25 seconds left in this one. Germantown moving on. And everything holds. They're going to take on DSHA.
On Thursday.
More to come on that shortly, but
And it's on W7.
Looking like it's in hope.
It will be on W7 for sure.
Miller, she's not shy. Kick out. Parmenter 3, no good.
Stop the rim.
For Dave Beasley. Sarah Nassif, Gary Whipperman, I'm Ed Rowie. We have the trophy presentation, and then Sarah will have an interview with our Pat Connaughton Foundation player of the game. You've been watching W7. Germantown is the regional champion. And they will take on DSHA Thursday. Location to be determined. You've been watching W7. Stick around for Sarah's interview with our player of the game, Danica Gaz.
This is so our business. Send the pictures to
W7 is back live here with your Pat Connaughton Foundation players of the game, Lucy Leininger and Danica Gaz. Germantown, you are regional champions.
Lucy, give me knock.
How does it feel?
It feels really good. You know, we've been preparing for this all season. This is a really good landmark for us to hit, and we're not done yet, so we're excited to keep playing.
Now, talking about preparation, talking to you and the girls early on this week, you guys were preparing to see this Fond du Lac team tonight. Talk to me about the preparation starting up on Monday, about what it was going to take to combat Fond du Lac and certainly the offense that Fond du Lac had to bring.
Well, we've been watching clips today. You know, we've had them on huddle for a while. We know they're all shooters, so we kind of have to adjust the way we play. Because, you know, we're all shooters too, so we understand, like, how people play on us, so we have to play on them. We've never really played a team with like this many consistent shooters, and I think we turned it up after halfway through the first half.
Now, talking about shooters, we have to credit you. 6 threes. You were lighting up the court in the first half, Danica. Talk to me about just the energy and the electricity and how good it felt to nail 6 threes in a row, and not just from one spot in the court, all over.
I think it felt really good because, like, every time I miss, I go to the bench and I'm like, I'm never shooting again. So, like, it's good having, like, my team to, like, tell me, keep doing it. And then once you see one go in, it kind of just fuels yourself for the rest because you know what it's like, and then you just keep shooting.
And we keep feeding her.
Yeah.
Feed our shooter.
Over to you, Lucy. Arguably one of the leaders of defense
really good
for this team. I mean, last night you had 5 blocks, and even tonight you just continued to capitalize
You're
on
so
that and just be
lengthy.
so a key asset for the Germantown defense. Talk to me about what it's been like to lead that defense, and quite frankly, we have been noticing just the different demeanor that you bring to the playoffs. We've joked around and said, playoff Lucy is here to play playoff basketball. Is there a different aura and sense that you bring into playoffs?
I mean, if you lose, you go home, and I think I really think about that and just put it all out there on the court because defense is really effort, and using all your effort on defense, you can really make a big impact on the game. So I think by just doing that, I feel like I'm doing my part and playing my role on the team.
Now, both of you girls were here last year. You guys were in the same spot. You were regional champs again last year. Again, what is different about this year and this year's team and what you guys have to bring to this playoff scheme?
Well, I think this year, you know, we had our premature ending last year, and we all know, everyone who came back, we understand what that feels like, and we frankly never want to go through that again. That was horrible. So I think we've been waiting, like, we've been waiting. This is our time, you know, it's KK senior season. Like, she has a chip on her shoulder, so I think, and I think we all, like, we come, like, we know what it's like. If you lose, if you have one bad game, it's over. So I think we're putting our effort in everywhere instead of just here and there. So energy all around is a lot better in the playoffs, I think, this year.
What?
Go ahead.
It's a parade inside my city, yeah!
Lucy, now your turn, Lucy.
What?
Daniel's turn. Give him the mic.
You need the mic?
You gotta fight for your right to party!
Now, partying, you girls are partying all the way up until next week. I mean, this celebration isn't over. You girls have more basketball to play, and now how it's looking is you girls have DSHA next Thursday at a neutral site, so unfortunately it can't be played here in the field house.
Right.
But it's DSHA, a GMC team that you girls have seen not only once, but twice, and now you're going to get to see them a 3rd time. What's the difference in combating a team the 3rd time around?
You know, I mean, obviously this time around they're going to want it a lot more. Not saying the last time they didn't want it, but they're going to want it a lot more. It's playoffs. It probably means a lot to them because if they lose, they go home. So we're going to have to bring up all the intensity and know that they're going to bring all their efforts, so we got to bring 100%.
Yeah. They're like, you know, they know how we play. We know how they play. So it's kind of like we're going to be playing our best defense to, like, play their weaknesses. They're going to try to play off our weaknesses. So it's going to be a very scouted out game before it even starts because we know each other.
Right.
Well, we're very excited to catch it live here next week, next Thursday. But until then, we're going to let you girls go. Take some photo ops with that beautiful regional plaque. Again, congrats on the win tonight. We're excited to see what you girls have to bring next week and throughout the road to the Resch. Congrats on a great game tonight. These have been your Pat Connaughton Foundation players of the game, Lucy Leininger and Danica Gaz. You have been watching W7. As always, we are for the girls. Catch us live next Thursday as they take on SHA
Hopefully,
in
yep.
the sectional semifinals. You've been watching W7.